This is the season 1 finale of Star Trek Starfleet Academy. This is supposed to be the moment where everything pays off. The villain's plan, the Omega weapon threat, the trapped Federation fleet. Instead, what we get is a finale where the entire galaxy is apparently saved by a group of cadets, a glitching hologram, and one entirely convenient plot revelation. Let's walk through this step by step because the plot somehow gets more ridiculous every 10 minutes. The big villain this season is Braca, and his master plan: he gathers a coalition of anti-Federation worlds and launches attacks while the Federation fleet is trapped behind the Omega minefield. On paper, that's actually a solid promise. Omega molecules are one of the most dangerous technologies in Star Trek lore. They can literally destroy subspace, so if the fleet is trapped behind Omega mines, that Federation should be facing a catastrophic crisis. But instead of focusing on that strategic consequences of that situation, the entire conflict revolves around one ship and bunch of Academy students. Already the scale feels completely wrong. Braca captures Chancellor Ake and Caleb's mother and decides to hold a public trial of the Federation. Yep, in the middle of a military crisis, the villain decides to stop everything and stage a political debate, which feels less like something a strategist would do and more like the writers trying to force a big speech scene. Then we get a big shocking moment. The USS Athena appeared to be destroyed. Explosion, ship gone. Huge dramatic moment, except it's fake. The holographic doctor created an illusion of the ship exploding, so the enemy fleet is fooled into thinking the heroes are dead. Now let's pause a second. A villain has an Omega technology, a fleet, a massive strategic operation, and he gets fooled by a hologram trick, and none of these sensors pick it up. Not exactly a galaxy level mastermind material. After pulling off the fake destruction trick, the hologram starts glitching. His system is damaged, his message becomes scrambled, so now the entire survival of the Federation depends on cadets decoding a broken hologram's corrupted messages. This is the kind of plot devices that feels like writers paid themselves into a corner, so they invented a puzzle to stall for time, and of course the cadets figure it out. Not Starfleet Command, not veteran officers, not tactical experts, cadets. They repair the ship, they decode the messages, they locate the minefield controls, they save the day, which raises a very awkward question. If a handful of students can resolve a crisis involving Omega weapons, what exactly are the thousands of trained Starfleet officers doing? Now comes the funniest part of the episode. The entire justification for Braca's war is that the Federation destroyed his homeworld. That is his central grievances, his entire reason for revenge. But during the confrontation, the heroes revealed the truth. His own father was responsible for the destruction, and just like that, the villain's entire narrative collapses. No investigation, no long-term mystery, no gradual revelation, just actually it was your dad. Boom, motivation gone. That's the emotional foundation of the entire season, resolved in a single conversation. Once the cadets disable the Omega minefields, the entire Federation fleet suddenly shows up. Admiral Vance arrives with reinforcements, the enemy surrenders, the Braca gets arrested. Crisis over. And the resolution feels incredibly easy, because the Federation didn't win through strategy or sacrifice. They won because the plot decided it was time to wrap things up. After all that chaos, we jump to a calm ceremony on Beta Z. Everyone celebrates, friendships are restored. Caleb decides he'll return to Starfleet Academy next year, which is nice, and it also highlights the core problem. The show just puts these cadets at the center of galaxy level crisis, and now it's pretending they're just students again. The scale of the story doesn't match the premise of the show. The finale wants to feel huge. Omega weapons, fleet battles, political conspiracies, but the storytelling keeps shrinking everything down to convenient solutions. The villain's motivation collapses instantly. The galaxy is saved by cadets, and the hologram trick fools an entire enemy fleet. Instead of a climatic Star Trek finale, episode 10 feels like the moment the show finally admits it has no idea how to handle the scale of its own plot. The stakes are galactic, the solutions are tiny, and the result is the finale that resolves everything without actually earning any of it. And Caleb's mom is just free, committed a crime, escaped prison, just walking free.